What's up, YouTube trends? It's Tony Making Food Motto over here again, and today I'm going to give you a demo on how to blanch asparagus. Or you can use this for any sort of blanching technique for any sort of vegetable. When you hear the term blanching, it usually means that you take a vegetable and then you cook it about 75% of the way, 90% of the way, depending on the vegetable and the cooking technique that you're going to use. So today I went and just picked up some asparagus, just regular old, this is a medium-sized asparagus. It's not too large, it's not too small. And what we need to blanch the asparagus is we need a couple of different things. So we need, obviously, we need our vegetable that we're going to blanch, and we need boiling water, and we need ice. So I have that over here. So we have our boiling water ready to go, and then we have our ice bath right here. So before we start this process, we are going to trim up the asparagus so they're all uniform shape. So with this asparagus, after I'm done blanching it, I'm going to pan sear it, and that will be in another video. So I want to make sure that all of this asparagus are pretty much the same length. I'm going to cut off the end right here. I don't really want to use that. It's really fibrous, and it's like a woody flavor that I don't really want. So what I have here is I have all my asparagus all lined up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to take my chef knife, and I'm just going to cut it. So here we go. So I cut it, and now they're all the same length. And that's a little bit important for presentation wise and for cooking too. So with these ends, like if I wanted to, I could make a asparagus soup and I could puree it, and I could use that if I wanted to do that. So again, what I'm going to do is take the asparagus, line them all up. So I just want the pretty much like this much of the asparagus. So I'm going to line them all up, and I'm going to cut them just like I just did. So again, lined up, ready to go, and I'm going to take my chef's knife and take those out. Take my chef's knives, same thing. Get rid of this. And I have this beautiful asparagus. One more time. Again. Make sure they're all even. Good to go. I'm not really happy with this one. And yeah. So, now I have my asparagus. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into my boiling water for probably about maybe 45 seconds to cook them. So let's come over here and let's do that. So right in here, I'm just gonna got my boiling water. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simply just drop these just right in there. So when I drop anything into boiling water, if you do anything like that, the temperature of the water is going to go down. So then you want to bring it back up. So you never really want to overfill your pot. So this is going to go for probably about maybe 20 more seconds, 30 more seconds. Now, if I were to overcook my asparagus, then the asparagus would turn more of a yellowish, brownish, and the appeal of them wouldn't really be that appetizing. And then you would be able to taste them. They wouldn't be as firm as you would want them. So this is just the blanching process, and I just want to cook them about 75 to 80% of the way. That's what I really want to do. So you can kind of pick it up, kind of see. It still has a little bit to it. So then from here, I'm going to go right into my ice bath, which is right over here. And you want to make sure that whenever you're doing these cooking techniques and these cooking things that you have everything in place, that you're all good to go. So that way you're not running around and you don't have your stuff and then you overcook your asparagus or something like that. You always want to make sure that you have everything in place, your mise en place. Make sure that everything is in place. So I could tell that this asparagus, oh, it's going to be good to go. So now what I'm going to do is lift it up out of the, put that right there. So I'm lifted up right out of the ice bath and go, or out of the water into my ice bath. So just like that. And there you go. So now I'm all set with this pot. I don't need it anymore. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this rest, or I'm going to let it sit in the ice bath for a couple of minutes. I'm going to let it sit in the ice bath for a couple of minutes, and then it should be good to go. And once again, the purpose of doing this is to par cook your vegetables so that when you have to pick it up, or if you have to pick it up, or if you have to cook it up. Pick it up is a term that we use in the restaurant industry when we're going to fire something, or we're going to pick up table number 52 or whatever it is, or go on order 52, fire 52, pick up 52, like, so that way we're good to go and we can just take this asparagus or whatever you're doing. Like in this instance, I'm just going to take the asparagus and I'm going to put it into a hot pan and I'm going to saute it real quick, and then I'm going to plate it on my plate. So alright, my asparagus, it's good to go. So as you can see, it's not as firm as it once was. We still have some good color on it. It's not yellow, it's not brown. This is going to be really, really good. And I don't know if anybody really had it. If you have never had grilled asparagus or sauteed asparagus, it's pretty good. So once again, this is my asparagus. It's good to go. Everything's pretty much all cut the same. And that's the blanching technique. So once again, I'm Tony making Food Mata, and this is how you would blanch asparagus. Thank you.